start small and grow big. This is the best advice I would give to anybody who's trying to venture into big farming. Start small, you grow big. So now let me start by clearing some few things. Me as a farmer, I started small. Now look at all these pigs here, all these piglets, how small they are. These are actually what piglets for one particular mother. Now count how many they are here. Count how many they are here, how big they are. Now let's say this 6, somebody's first baby piglet when he or she is starting out. Let's say now calculate how many people have here. This is just more like say, okay, you have more pigs coming up soon. Or you just have to just create bigger space, because as they grow old, as they mature, definitely this place will not be enough to contain them. So these are one of the things I keep saying. You start small, you grow big. Let me give you an instance again. Let's show you another one again. We have this. Look at this one pig. Look the numbers of piglets that this particular pigs has. And this is a pure breed pig, not a crossbreed. So imagine the numbers of pigs here. So they were able to mature like this. You as a farmer now, you have more than 8 pigs added to your farm. Isn't that wonderful? Now let's start. Let's look at the strategies, the ways that you can actually do this as a farmer, or maybe you can actually achieve this. So the same thing, the way we actually have these small ones, raise them to bigger pigs like this. So now this more like increase the size of your farm as a farmer. So now let's look at the strategies, the ways, or the techniques you can actually achieve this. Let's start with number 1. First of all, starting small. There's always acknowledged humble beginnings. Always remember those days you start small. You can actually start with two piglets, maybe 2 mothers, something like this. You can actually start with the size of this one we have here. You can start with the size of this ones there. So just the 2 of them. So as they mature, you mate or you cross them with another mother. Maybe if you are in a farm where other farmers are, you have this benefit of talk to somebody. They will more like, they call it lending. They will borrow you their meal, so you can use to cross your other pigs in times to come. So once the pig gets crossed, all you just have to do is just keep feeding the 2 mothers. So once you keep feeding them, at a later time when they mature, when the baby matures, the pregnancy should take some certain days. I've forgotten how many days it is, but once it matures, they give birth. So depending, if mostly it's their first birth, they don't give birth to a huge number. At least you as a farmer, you're expecting nothing less than 6 to 8. It depends, but you're sure of 5 and above piglets. That's for their first birth. So after that first birth, all you have to do is nurture them, look after them. After the first birth, the job doesn't end there. You still need to be careful, avoid losing the piglets. I've actually made a video concerning not losing your piglets after birth. So I believe you just check it out on this channel. So after the birth, you also will take into consideration of monitoring them, looking after them, medications, the piglets and everything. So once after that is done, then I believe after 2 or 3 months, then you can win the mother out from the piglets, then look after the pigs. Then with time again, you still keep the mother, just give the mother a space of 1 or 2 months or 3 months. Then you can say mates the mother. When the mother comes on it again, definitely you just have to cross the mother again, while you are still nurturing that same piglet, that same small ones that she give birth. Before from starting a farm of just 2 pigs, you have 5, let's say 5 piglets from the first mother and then 5 piglets again from the second mother. That is 10. Okay, let's say eventualities happen. Definitely eventualities will happen. Maybe you end up losing 2 or 1 piglet. You end up having 8. That's something, right? You didn't lose. That's something for you. So let's say 8 plus 2, that's 10. The numbers has increased. So this is where the power of numbers plays in your own favor. So let's just say now, compounding let's say after the second heat again, you cross again, they get bigger again, you're able to cross again. So let's say now, let's say 8 plus another 8 or 10. You see that is how the thing increases, you know. So you will tell somebody when you start giving the testimony that your price, you started with 2, you grow to 10, you grow to 20, you know, you grow to 20. So people will not be like, how did you start? That's how the whole thing plays in your favor. Now looking at this now, you know, I was able to show you the first piglet, the smaller ones, how they were much. Now look at these ones now. The same thing applied to them. As I've seen them here now. That was the same strategy which I was just explaining now. So after the mother gave birth, and they are actually weaned out with different pens. So they were trained, nurtured to get to this point. So now these are mostly males are here, females are here too. So this one now can be sold out. Maybe if you need money to raise money for something urgent, or you can still sell them or wait until they matures before you can tell it what sell off by weighing and what kiloing them. So these are just where that strategy comes in. You know, I've actually explained starting with, maybe if you can start with 2, you can start with 1, but let it be a female, and at least you have somebody. This is where networking comes in, because definitely you need somebody who will actually more like mate, or let me say cross. Let me use that word, you know, cross. When it comes on heat, cross. So it happens, it comes in hand. So this is actually what comes in your favor when you cross them. So after the birth, you win out, and once you win out, then you keep doing the same thing, just more like repeating the process. Actually, just repeating the process. Actually, before you're able to do this like 3 or 4 times, the power of numbers will be in your behalf, like will be in your favor. That's just basically it. So when you see people say, I started with 2, now I have like 70. I started with 2, I have 5, I have 10. That's the power of numbers. Now imagine all this. Now count the numbers of all. Let's just say count the numbers. So let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Imagine raising up all these 14. You have 14 piglets added to what you have already. You see. So this is where this pig farming of a thing comes interest. But at the same time, there's so many hurdles, you know. The bigger they are, the more you spend when it comes to feeding. Of course, the bigger they are, the more you spend in feeding and the medications, looking after them and all of that. So because the more they are, the numbers are, the more definitely you need to expand your place. So this is where you look at more constructions and especially more manpower if you're somebody that employs people to work for you. Because the hands you require just having to, we need to increase when having like 4, 5, 20, 50. That's just basically it, guys. I know from this video I've been able to explain, just start small. Just like in every business, you need to start small, no matter how it is. You start small and allow the numbers play in your behalf. So when you see me talk about, I'll show you the pigs that are very big. So you see the same strategy, which I was able to explain, just like you see this one here. The same strategy will still apply to these ones. Just like you see this big mother here now, this one here now. You see the same strategy now. Very soon she'll be able to give birth to the same thing. So once you repeat the same process, which I just said, fine, you are good to go, right? So if you have any question, please comment below. Alright, so subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 600, guys. I appreciate you people. For people who are just coming in, people who are returning subscribers, I appreciate I see all your comments though. I see all your comments and I really appreciate. So comment below if there's any help, there's anything you need up, and support the channel, right? So that it should be pushed out this video to more people. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you guys. Peace and bye for now.